Welcome to the GameChanger 00100 show. I'm your host, GameChanger. All right, so give me one moment. I'm going to turn off this air conditioner. I'm not at home. I'm in a hotel. Not going to give my location, but let's just say it is a Spanish-speaking part of the world. Now, I was on BMT shows, Black Man Travels. His name, I think, is actually Black Man Travels, which is, I don't know why, but great show, great brother. So subscribe if you can, if you haven't already. Now, before I get into it, y'all know how I like to do a short of the day. Well, today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do something different. And here's what that is. I looked up Latin women prefer Black men. And that's going to be relevant later. But I'm going to share with you the results of what I found. JM, peace. My usual business, peace. Appreciate you. All right. So let me do that now. All right. Give me a second, y'all. Hit that like button while I set this up. And share screen. There we go. Okay. So looked up Latin women prefer Black men, right? And this is what comes up. This is why Latin women love Black men. Apparently, a guy 5 months ago named 200 Acres reacts, and he's going over a bunch of videos where apparently Latin women are telling Instagram why they like Black men so much. Okay, so that's here nor there. This guy, Auston, I guess that's his namesake, Auston Dunham. The truth about interracial dating, trigger warnings. Okay, 11 months ago. Who knows? But I do know him. He does workout videos and stuff. He's not a passport bro. What's it like to be Latino and Black? How to attract a Latina. This is from Latina women. Let's see. He doesn't date Black women because what? And yeah. So this isn't even making the assertion that Latin women like Black men or prefer Black men. South Indian on Blacks, not even Latin. Okay, so what's your type? Men's Roundtable, a Black Love series. Okay, so what's missing here? What's missing here? And y'all can do this experiment yourself. Just go to YouTube, as you already know how to do, obviously, and type in, do Black men prefer Latin women? Or excuse me, do Latin women prefer Black men? And I tell you what I didn't find. I didn't find a bunch of passport bros claiming that Latin women prefer Black men. So once again, the assertion that Black men are that passport bros are saying that Latin women prefer Black men is false. You can't even look it up on YouTube. At least not mine. So just to be clear, that's what I'm getting at, and that's what I was coming at Auston with last night. Now, let me share with you the video. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Let me see if somebody has something to say. Let's see. Mike on the panel that is not Ramil is crazy. Huh? Number 16, I don't know what you mean. If he's Mike, then he's not Ramil. What do you... Yeah, I don't know what that means. Oh, no, that's not even my thing. I was wondering why was it pressing. So I was looking at the thing, and I only got one screen because I'm in a hotel. I'm not at home. So I'm all messed up over here. So bear with me. But I was reading the comments, of the show last night. Let me see. Let me read the comments that y'all have right quick. It says, Austin fanboys were on high when it was him versus BMT, but when you joined the panel, his frame changed. Yeah. Shout out to BMT. I think that he was soft showing it because he was at a disadvantage for one reason, and that is he he didn't really watch Austin's content. He was looking at the titles, and he said that in the thing, so that put him at a disadvantage, which is, that's that happens sometimes. And also, he was happy to have him on the show. His show got a lot busier because Austin came up, so yeah, there was that. All right. Pretty clear win. Thank you very much. Says no debate. Austin didn't even have a reply to most of your points. No, because he's unraveling his agenda. He's not going to have one. Austin is an entitled F boy. No, because you actually have to F to be an F boy. And here's what I mean by that. So when he wants physical validation, like a lot of black men do. That's not really important to any other ethnic group of men, or as important as it is to black men, but he wants that. Now, and I'm not saying he's an incel or anything like that, but I'm saying like he didn't get that physical validation here in the States, or at least in his state, Dallas. He didn't get that physical validation. So he's traveling the world looking for that same physical validation. And apparently he found it in Kenya, which is perfectly fine. But if that's what you're actually, so I'm going to keep that to myself. I was gonna go on a thing here, but what it is it'll be insulting for no reason. So I'll just leave that alone. It says black men would usually be their third or last choice. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know if they choose Asian men over black men. I will say that in their country, black men are, see, something like that is hard to say because the countries like Latin America, many Latin American countries are so large, including Brazil, are so largely black that it would go into the whole population. Like, I'm pretty sure like 90% of the married people there are married to black men, but that's probably because they didn't have an opportunity to marry another group of men. So it's a very difficult thing to tell. Either way, it doesn't matter. And that's one of the points I wanted to convey. And I'm going to go over the video, but that's definitely one of the points I want to convey. It doesn't matter. Stop worrying about what these broads want. That's my message. That's my message. Focus on what you want, not what these broads want. And then focus on what you have to do to get it. I don't walk into a car dealership and think about, okay, what do the dealer want from the person who's buying the car? Women are the commodity, granted. Women are the commodity. That there is, no if, ands, or buts to that. But that makes you the purchaser. The customer is always right. You got to start, and stop competing with other. Yeah, we're going to get into that. All right, let me read a couple more. Okay, dude really blocked me for telling him not to hang around cross-dressing rejects who crash out over every YouTube beef. I don't know who's cross-dressing, but okay. More like fighting with Fred. What, Fred got into a fight or something? So I'll admit that I don't really watch. For those of you who are new here, hit the subscribe button. And also know that I'm not a passport bro. I'm not a passport bro. The reason why I chose to fight this particular battle with Austin is because though I'm not part of the organization, I do have a problem with black men who try to take down every black man structure for no reason. I can't stand like a crab barrel mentality. So I naturally retaliate against that. So, not being a passport bros, I'm not familiar with all the, which passport bro fought a local or which one got caught with heroin, across the border or something. I'm not that familiar with it. So, yeah, forgive me for that. But yeah, Floyd and Fred fought, then that they fought. Okay, it says I defend them sometimes, but other times I call them out. GC tagged in like Mortal Kombat. Actually, it's funny because actually went up before I knew that Austin was going to go up. But yeah, he did. So so that's that. All right, let me get to the video. All right, if y'all can hear the background, like I say, I'm in a Spanish-speaking part of the world right now. All right, so I'll just go back to the part right before I come up. Then we'll just go over what I was thinking when I was saying what I was saying.
White men in Latin America, and yes, if you find the slaves that do seem to turn into slaves and puppies when they see the white guys, you're dodging a bullet because that's who they are as gold diggers. I mean, why do they turn into slaves?
Okay. Okay. Anthony, that's what $2 super chat says. Auston Holleman is inexperienced. $2 super chat from GameChanger says, did they know you from your last trip to Brazil? Did they know you from your last trip? I don't understand that question, GameChanger. Did they know you from your last trip to Brazil? I don't understand. You might want
People have this narrative. Oh my God, it's such a stupid question. Where they think like, oh, the women know who you are. Well, if they had a problem with
you
me,
talking about from YouTube?
if they had a problem with me, why would they be talking to me? What's 280 million people in Brazil? You think everybody saw that shit?
Okay, let me stop right there for a second. Let me make sure I just that I have everything correct. All right, give me one moment. Okay, right there, he just hit me with that's a stupid question. It's really not a stupid question because the question isn't if the 280 million Brazilian citizens saw that. The question is if the women who you came across saw that. Do you think that the women that you spoke to saw that? That's the question. Each and every single citizen of Brazil didn't have to see it in order for those particular women to have seen it. So this is when he decided to let me on. But yeah, just to be clear. And by the way, tell me if y'all can hear me or not. Like if there's trouble with my mic or anything. So uh, all right, so back to it. Wait a minute. Which screen is this? Okay.
Good point. Good point. The 90 barrel $2 super chat says, Austin, I support you. Bearby. Okay.
Thank you very much.
You got a little fan right there. I don't know what that was about. All right. Good point. Good point. Okay, hold on. Let me bring on GameChanger real quick. GameChanger, you ain't cammed up. I'll let you rock for a little minute. We got a question.
Yeah, I appreciate it. The reason why I was asking that question about the women, did they know you from the past? Because I was thinking that some of the treatment that you received in Sao Paulo was a result of them somewhat knowing who you were. Maybe there is some race thing. I'm not denying that. But if they knew who you were, they would be doing things like being reluctant to shake your hand, giving you poor treatment as a waitress, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I
Only
don't
when I'm with
know.
white guys.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So I only had this issue when I'm with white guys. When I'm with the white guys, when I have this issue. So they know me when I'm with white guys, but they don't know me when I'm by myself. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, so you're saying that the problem that you're having is only when you're with white guys?
Correct.
So is it possible that all the other passport bros that you claim is not giving this information simply don't hang out with white guys? Or if they do, they don't care?
Have they shown you?
No, what have they told you? I mean,
I
because
mean,
your assertion
here's the thing
is
about me.
right quick,
All
Austin,
my
your
thing is
assertion is that they're denying information. The only way they would have this particular information is if they hung out with white guys in Sao Paulo like you did. Now, it is possible that they went through the exact same experience as you and denied the public information, but it's more likely that they weren't in the same city, the same place, in the same restaurant as you, and they did not have this experience to share.
So it's
which would mean that they're not lying.
So it's just a specific waiter that did this. I'm just making all this shit up.
Okay. Now he's trying to play that sarcasm game, and listen, that's not going to fly with me. It's not. So I'll just put it in American perspective, right? A person comes from, let's just say, India. They come from India and they go to Chickasaw County, Mississippi, USA. And in Chickasaw County, Mississippi, USA, they have a bunch of racist experiences. You know, like him, people reluctant to shake their hand, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, this same person had a bunch of great experiences when they go anywhere else in America. And then this person goes back to India and says that the US is racist. And then he says everybody else in India is selling you a dream about the US of A. Forget all the tech guys who own, who owns, Silicon Valley and stuff. Forget all the 7-Eleven owners, forget all the doctors, forget all the people who are making it big. Forget about all the people who are taking advantage of the land of opportunity. Those people are selling you a dream. Yes, they are literally living you that dream, but they never been to Chickasaw County, Mississippi, USA. And because of that, it is racist, and they're all lying to you. They're all selling you a dream. That is how he's coming off right now. That is what he is trying to sell y'all. But let's look at some more. Hit that like button. Appreciate you. No, I'm not saying that you're making the story up. I'm saying that it happened to you.
You know, BMT, I'm sorry. This happened one time, and I came to this conclusion. My bad.
No. What I'm saying is it happened to you and not them. Just like it didn't happen to you on your first trip to Brazil, it possibly did not happen to them on any of the trips to Brazil, because they did hang out with white guys. To make the assertion that they are lying would presume that they did the exact same thing as you, had the exact same experience, and denied that information. That assertion is very difficult to prove.
Well, then apparently I have more experience because I have different scenarios.
It's possible. But then your assertion on the Passport Bros would be like, I had more experience with them and I had this particular negative one. Not the assertion that they are denying information or flat out lying. You see, that's very slanderous. That's a very slanderous thing that you said to people who have supported and backed you against Passport Bros.
Who is that?
I'm sorry?
Well, who is that? What specific person is that?
Well, you don't give a specific person, but against the... Okay, so right now he's dancing. Right now he's dancing the night away, because he's didn't want to show that. Okay. Because he's going like, oh, what specific person? What did I say? That's just something people do. When they ask for specifics and particulars, especially when they didn't give it, that's just their way of avoiding something. Seeing how well you are familiar with the content that you're talking about before, so they can weasel out of anything. Because once you make it clear that you didn't, see the entirety of their video or something like that, they could pretty much, say or claim that they said anything. Not really going to work with me. Somebody says Austin plays dumb when he gets into a corner. I don't know. I don't think he's... I'm not going to say that he's actually dumb. I'm not going to say that he's not playing, that's just the way he is. I'm not going to say that. I am going to say is that it's a tactic that has worked for him in the past, in recent times. It didn't work here, but the tactic of, when did I say that? Or, trying to just basically place a burden of proof on something like that, is a tactic that on the other person is a tactic that I'm pretty sure I served him well in the past, just not this time. All right, it says, what up, what up? Okay, what up, Shakanulu? Let's see. Austin has zaddy inferiority complex. You know, it's not really just a zaddy inferiority complex. It's a have not thing. So when he's in Dallas, and as he stated, the women aren't really giving it up to him like that. He does feel inferior to whomever they are giving it up to. They have something that he wants. So there is that. You know, they whoever this person is giving it up to is superior to him. He has that complex towards that. And when Zaddy got the attention over him, then in that particular situation, yes, he did have that complex towards Zaddy. Unfortunate but true. I would never give women the ability to give me a complex like that. In high school, for example, girls like dudes on the basketball team. Did I have a I was, by the way, for y'all, those of you who don't know, I wasn't on the basketball team. I was going to be on it because my friends were telling me about their away games, how much fun they have and stuff. I was going to be the water boy. I wish there was a better name for that, just so I could go to the away games. But I had a job. I had an after school job, so I couldn't do it. And plus, I was in a bunch of clubs already, so I couldn't do that. But I did know how much attention they got from the women. Did I say anything? No. Did I care? No. I do not care what the next man do, whether he does better or worse. I don't care. People are going to fall into different categories of love life. That's just the way adulthood works, and really childhood, and really just like having sex. Like part of having sex is that it's you understand that it's not a communist thing. It's not like there isn't like an equal distribution of pussy. Chances are, if you go out with your friends, if you go out with four friends, or or five friends, no, you and four friends, chances are all of you are not going to walk home with the same type of chick. All of you are not going to walk home with a bunch of quintuplets, chicks that look exactly the same from each other. Somebody is going to do better than another person, and somebody's not going to do anything at all sometimes. That's just the way that is. It's nothing to brag about. It's nothing to cry about or anything. That's just the way life works. But anyway, I'm going to cover that, in my video to him. So stay tuned and hit that like button. The brand of
So who am I
Passport,
slandering?
the brand of Passport Bros. Once again, the collective of Passport Bros. To say that they are lying on you, are lying to the public, or denying them information is slanderous.
Did you watch the video?
Yes, I did.
How many minutes of it did you watch? It didn't sound like the whole video.
The last one I watched, because I actually watched it and I covered it on my show, which is evidence of me watching it, was the entirety of it.
What video?
So yes, you did make assertions that, and that is an attempt to weasel out of it. That's an attempt to weasel out of it. That's his attempt to. Well, did you watch the video? Because I didn't know. I did watch the video. It's covered thoroughly on my channel. I did like 4 videos on that, on your videos. Each time I covered like 2 minutes, and then I gave my commentary, and then I went to the next thing, covering the whole damn video. You're not going to weasel out of this. Passport Bros were denying information to other people. You also made assertions that they're less attractive than you, but that's a separate thing. But your assertions were that they were denying the public information. These are things that they won't tell you, possibly because they didn't know. And you didn't even mention specific Passport Bros.
Yeah, because I don't want to share any. I don't want to share any of the attention. It's not my strategy.
But you do want to tarnish the brand of the plurality. I don't want to share any of the attention. Now, that's an interesting thing to say. And that's really telling because you look at attention as something that you want solely on yourself. You don't want to share attention with Passport, negative or positive, with Passport Bros. Negative or positive. Let's see. Okay, got it. Negative or positive. Now, that is why you did the last few videos, because like when you dig into the psyche of somebody who talks like that, when you're out with him, when you're his friend, when you're his white friend and you're out with him, he don't want to share attention with you. He wants a situation where all the attention, all the waitress's attention is on him and none is on the white dude. He don't want to share attention. He wasn't getting enough attention in that situation and he felt gypped. Not wanting to share attention means that you chronically want 100% of the attention on you. And that is why he's on this rampage against Latin America, because they didn't give him 100% of the attention 100% of the time. Hit the like button. Reality of Passport Bros.
No, it's a criticism.
So you want to publicly criticize the name of the Passport Bros. That was your intention.
The same way you intend to criticize me.
Well, no, I'm criticizing your critique of them.
Like, I mean, it's the same thing.
It's not the same thing because mine is in retaliation to your critiques of them. It's who shot first, Austin. You shot at the Passport Bros, who did not shoot at you, who did nothing but support you from the beginning. I mean, that is a question of character. I want y'all to pay attention to obstacles and opportunities expression on this, because he's a bright dude, and so is BMT. So, you know, it's unfortunate that y'all can't see my expression, but they get it. They get exactly where I'm coming from. And looking at the chat room definitely gets it too. And that's who I'm talking to. I don't really expect Austin to get it. Austin, he's in a mode. He's in a state. Maybe it's due to his age, but he's still a little old for that. He's at a state where he still sees men as competition. Every man is a competition for the attention of primarily women. He thinks that everybody else thinks like him. He thinks that we're all, and it's going to become apparent later in this conversation too. So with that thinking, he don't really understand. He's never going to really understand where we're coming from. He thinks that attacking a group of people is perfectly natural. And it's the same as me counterattacking him. So if I was to say, you know, Mississippi people eat dirt, and somebody wanted to come up and defend Mississippi people, you know, even if they're not from Mississippi, then that's different than me making a blanket assertion about Mississippi people who do just so happen to eat dirt. Just saying. All right, let's continue.
There's been some Passport Bros that have support. You have some flip-flop bros is what I call them, actually. They support me when it's a negative viral moment I have, they're on the negative side. When it's positive, then they're positive. Oh, he's going to be a millionaire before he's 30. Then there's another negative one. The same person is on the negative side.
Okay, I understand that.
I don't think that they're all like that. I think that's very false.
I understand that, but you're talking, when you spoke against the Passport Bros, you spoke against the collective, the flip-flop bros included, and those who supported you. You spoke against the collective.
Damn, GameChanger came in here with some heat. Hold on, let me get some super chat real quick. Let Austin. All right, prepare for that response. Shout out One Up for Travels with $20 super chat. It says Passport Bros is up. No other groups of people move the needle like us. Inferior to none. Your presence in another country is a win. BMT, I need you to repeat that in the beat up voice. Shout out to beat up. Man, I ain't beat up before the show. He ain't want to pull up. But shout out to my man One Up for Travels with $2 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. It says BMT, I need you to repeat that in the B-Dub voice. All right, Austin, you want to respond to that, man? It's like you tarnishing the name of the Passport Bros, brother. You want to respond to GameChanger?
What am I supposed to say?
Well,
no. I mean, it wasn't a question; it was an accusation. So there really isn't, a response that's needed. However, I do want to bring up something. It's real, in my opinion, it's really not that important because all of the things that a person says.
By the way, what do you want me to say is a rebuttal when you have no other rebuttals? It's also a way to like devalue something, like, not going to dignify with a response type thing, but it's what someone says when they have nothing to say. So at that point, it's better to say nothing and move on because I made my point.
About Brazil being a nice place or South America, the things that they say about it doesn't change just because it so happens to be a nicer place for white guys. Let's be clear. Like if a passport bro wants to.
So you see, obstacles and opportunity gets it. You've seen him shake his head and stuff, and yeah, so he gets it. Because Austin's title and Austin's premise was the passport bros are selling you a dream. That dream doesn't stop being a dream because the next person had a better dream. Okay, if let's see who's here, QB passport flexing. If the two of us was to go out to a bakery and get some muffins, right? And I tell QB, like, man, these muffins are the best there is. They're the best in California. This place has the best muffin shop, And I get the blueberry muffin. He gets the blueberry muffin. His muffin got a little bit more blueberries in it. Do that mean that that GameChanger just sold a dream? No, it is still the best bakery. In my opinion, this is still the best bakery in California. Does it really matter if his muffin? But I don't think he's capable of seeing that. He sees once again, he's stuck on this. Men are competition.
Who make the assertion that they roll out the red carpet for you. It doesn't mean that, the white guy don't get to walk on that carpet first. It just means that the place is nice for you. It's nicer for them, yes, but it's still nice for you. So I think that happiness is not a relative thing. If I'm happy, it's because I'm happy. It's not because I am happier than the white guy next to me.
When did I say that?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you said it. Once again, I'm saying that happiness is not a relative thing. So, because what you're describing your situation as is that you were happy until you started hanging around with white guys, which means that you started to see a level of availability and acceptance that was not available to you, even though you were content before. So it's a relative thing. You're measuring it next to the white guy that was with you, not next to your own experience. Most people most of the passport bros that go, judge happiness by how happy they are, not how happy they are compared to the white guy that they're with. Therefore, their perception that they give to the world isn't a relative one. It is from their own personal experience. Well, it is relative to their experience in the States and stuff, but it's not relative to the next race of person.
Thank you for telling me that.
You're welcome.
Okay. Do you hear the sarcasm? That is when it completely goes over your head. Basically, what I'm saying is they're not selling a dream. Well, I already gave the blueberry muffin thing. They're saying that this is a great place. It doesn't stop being a great place because it's greater for somebody else. He's like, well, thank you for telling me that. It's like, yeah, okay. Saying something in a sarcastic tone does not make it smart. And it also does not make the person who you're responding to dumb. These juvenile tactics do not work with everybody, Austin. You really gotta you really got to, what's the word I'm looking for? increase the IQ level of your social circles, or else you're not going to get challenged. He's not listening to UGC. That's what plenty of other men have said about him. Well, okay, it's fine that he's not, because I was really talking to the audience. I was really talking to others. Okay, QB. Oh, I got a super chat. It says QB Passport Flex, and it says facts. Appreciate you. I don't know. To be honest, and this isn't like a direct insult on his physical appearance, even though that's something he's chronically known for. I'm not insulting this, but I don't attempt to read Auston's expressions. Auston has, let's just say, a poker face. I don't know if it's deliberate, but it is definitely difficult to get a read from his expressions on what he's thinking. Once again, maybe that's deliberate. Who knows? But yeah, the audience, and from what I read, and I'll read some of it to you, the audience did understand what I was saying. Let's see. Auston got no answers, only questions. Well, he didn't have questions, so okay. He got a point. You're just mad. The white man has it easier. Yeah, that's it. But that doesn't make it a great place to people who don't care who has it easier. It's still a great place. GameChanger facts. Let's see. We all should know that the white man's ice is colder. Okay, but is your drink good? I mean, if you report that you had a great drink, most people don't even report what other people. That's a very weird thing. But that's why it says GameChanger's cooking Auston church, which means truth. Auston wants everybody to accept him or their races. And yeah, that does fall in the category because he highlighted a comment with like, I sound like the B-dub. There's nothing really more B-dubbish than to say if a person don't like you, it's colorism. Those of you who aren't new here know that I wrote the light-skinned song to clap back at that. I'll play the light-skinned song at the end. To clap back at the entire notion that, if a man isn't attracted to, Lupita Nyong'o or something like that, or Grace Jones, that he is colorist. But yes, the whole concept of, if he don't like me, it's because that person is colorist is a very B-dub thing to think. And that is the exact thing that he is doing. Because what he's saying is his friends, his actual friends, or, at least companions at this time on this particular vacation, have no other virtues that the women would want other than their race. Now, and maybe there's truth in that.
That's a good point. Oscar, you want to follow that?
I never.
Go
ahead.
Go ahead, Austin. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, it's just okay.
Right. No, I understand what GameChanger is saying. He's saying that you're comparing your experience to a white guy's experience, and you're making that supposedly, I guess, supposed to be the experience that other brothers would have when they travel overseas.
Well, the thing is,
GameChanger?
It goes back to the preferred thing, that black men are preferred, or we're the number one desired. I know you've heard people say that before.
I've never heard anybody say that black men were the number one desired.
Yeah, I haven't heard Passport Bros say that. But really? I have heard black men say that. I haven't.
Okay. So now this goes back to, and I'll do this again for those of you who just got here. So I started the video talking about this whole black man preferred, because what Auston is saying is that Passport Bros are claiming that, what Auston is saying is that Passport Bros are claiming that Latin women prefer black men. So what I did was I went to YouTube, and then I typed in the search field, Latin women prefer black men. Now, according to Auston, videos from all these passport bros should come up with that particular quote. But here's what actually comes up. This is why Latin women love black men. And this is a black man who probably isn't a passport bro, who is going over TikTok videos of Latin women who are saying why they prefer them. And then you have truth about interracial dating, trigger warning. He's not a passport bro. He's a workout dude. What it's like to be Latino and black, how to attract a Latina. Where are the passport bros claiming that we are preferred? None of these say preferred. Let's be clear that. I mean, I put prefer in the search engine, but none of them say preferred. So his assertion that passport bros are out making videos, and that's just something. And for whatever reason, For Harriet is here. You know, the chick that got rid of Obsidian. But where are the passport bros? Oh, here's some brothers. Are they passport bros? Says Black Love. Let's see. What's your type? Men's Round Table. And Black Love series. Nope. The rise of black women coupling with white. Oh, holy crap. There is nothing. This is not a message that black men or passport bros have. They decided to put the rise of black women coupling with white men, a shift in interracial dating trends. This is what they came up with under Latin women prefer black men. This is what is more on the YouTube algorithm than that, because black men are not pushing that narrative. Black women are pushing this narrative a lot stronger, so strong that it's coming up in completely unrelated algorithms. What is this? Why is this coming up? Okay, I'm not even going to focus on what's coming up. I'm going to focus on what's not coming up. What's not coming up is the passport bros stating that Latin women prefer black men. That's what's not coming up here, is the passport bros saying that. Oh, wait a minute. Dating a Latina be like, okay, so this is just a comedy short where the dude is, it's just a comedy short. Where are the passport bros who are saying this? Where are the passport bros? Oh, wait a minute. Here's something. White woman. Website shames white women for interracial relations. Oh, holy crap. Where are the passport? Come on now. Okay, so now we're on like 7 years ago. So have you dated any black guys before? Okay. Wrong, Austin. Wrong. Passport bros are not talking like that. All right, let me go back to the thing. Now that we got that. GC, you just came on the Passport Bros scene. Content creators were absolutely pushing that before, during the pandemic. Also, BMT, Black Man Travels Facebook group. It was very much there. Okay, that's another point. That is possible. Now, I don't know why that BMT thing didn't come up in the search thing that I just did, but it is possible. But it's also possible that that was true at that time. Women change desires like they change panties, possibly more often. One day they're into the skateboard kid at the park. One day skating is cool. One day a nigga that can sing is cool. One day six packs are in, and then the next day, they're into the nerd. One day they're into a nerd, and the next day they want a pretty ghetto boy. It changed. Pandemic was 4 years ago. Maybe it was true at that time. Maybe it was true everywhere else in Latin America but Sao Paulo, Brazil. Doesn't mean that that they were selling you a dream. All right. Hold on, let me present again.
I haven't heard it enough to make the assertion that passport bros are saying that um, are saying that as a collective, like that's their underlying statement. I think the underlying statement of passport bros is that you can find happiness abroad, and you can. That is the only thing that they have collectively said. Few, if any, has actually said that women all across the world prefer black men over white.
Yeah, well, it's been said. Trust me, it's
Okay,
been said
so
by many.
It's been said, trust me. Okay.
Let's take that for face value. It has been said. For you to make the assertion that passport bros have said that and has lied requires investigation, or it's just slander. It would require like which passport bros said it, and is that enough to make that the overall message of the passport bros? Because that's what you were asserting, that this is their message.
They said, well, people in the chat are saying El Guapo says that one all the thing. I believe I did hear him say that as well.
Okay.
That black man with the number one preferred.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that.
Okay. I don't know who El Guapo is. Press 1 in the chat if you want me to look it up, because basically what he's saying is, out of the entirety of the passport bros, El Guapo said it. See, this is why you shouldn't just slander groups of people. Okay, so let's just say if I was to say the Democratic Party is doing ... And then I'm like, okay, well, you got to show some substance. You have to show some, you have to actually show something before you make that assertion. Let's just say, if somebody was to say, yes, the Democratic Party is conspiring with the empire. I don't know. It's like, okay, let's back that. Let's back that. Let's see. I mean, where's your evidence of that? Because it does seem like you're just slandering for the sake of slander. I'm really just trying to explain the definition of slander to him. I mean, it's an unsubstantiated accusation or a flat out lie about someone. Okay. Now, that is a statement that Auston is free to challenge. That is a statement that Auston is free to challenge. That would be one that this one would actually be, the burden of proof would be on El Guapo, on why he believes that's the case, and make a case for that. And to be honest, there is a case to be made. There is a case to be made on that. And I could see both sides of that. That would be a decent discussion, but it would be between El Guapo and Auston, not between passport bros and Auston, because Auston said that the passport bros were selling you a dream. And once again, this really isn't the sell you a dream part, because let's be clear, I don't dream of being the number one most sexually desired person on the planet. I dream of having my sexual desires fulfilled. And maybe it's because I'm a selfish asshole. Could be the case. I don't really care what the person I listen. The only reason why I give a damn if she gets hers is so I can get mine again. That's it. I really don't care. As long as I get mine, I do not I do not freaking care if I'm the most sexually desired guy that she's ever been with. I do not give a crap. And I mean that from the bottom of my soul. I do not give a crap. If a chick is picturing like Michael B. Elba or Aegis B. Jordan, I do not care. I don't care if she's envisioning Brad Pitt. I do not care. If I get mine, I do not give a crap. Only thing I give a crap about is y'all hitting the like button. I do not give a crap about being the sexiest man on the planet to a broad. I really don't. So, but I mean, but apparently El Guapo does, right? So it makes sense that black men would probably be that, because to be quite frank, that's obvious what a lot of black men want. They want to be the most sexually desired man on the planet. Now, what does that mean? It means that all other things equal, that women will sexually pick you. Now, all other things are never equal. They're never equal. And by all other things, I mean like equal money, equal paycheck, equal paycheck, equal general connections, equal personality, what else is there? Equal status socially, equal intelligence. Like all things will never be equal. And even if they are, there's still the perception of inequality. So you would have to eliminate all that. And then if after all that is eliminated, the chick just picked the biggest dick, then yeah, you'd probably win. That would make you the sexiest man on the planet. But all those things, especially the perception of those things, are not equal. And the perception of white guys from women, especially women in developing countries, is far superior. It's far more advantageous to what they want out of life. Their life goal is far more aligned with the woman's life goal. And I'm not talking about a little bit more aligned. I'm talking about ridiculously more aligned. Once again, not just the not the actuality. The actuality will vary from person to person, but the perception is far superior. It's far more in line with what they want and what is more difficult to find. The perception of the regular, and I'm not talking about, big balling, big balling Elon Musk type, though there's that. I'm talking about the perception of the basic white boy. The perception of the basic white boy is far more to the benefit of a poor woman or a woman in a developing country or what have you, or even like a well-to-do woman. It's far more in line with what they want than the perception of an exceptional black man. Here's what I mean by basic white dude. A basic white dude is Hank Hill from a cartoon series called King of the Hill. Look him up if you don't know. He's a basic white guy who wants to sell propane and propane accessories and live in a house, have some kids, and have a wife. That is a basic white dude. Many women would prefer that over someone like Nick Cannon, Future. These are exceptional black men. However, if you want to get on child support, then yeah, Nick Cannon is the way to go. Like, women who don't dream of baby mama-ness are pumped and dumped will prefer the white guy. And because they live in a country where a guy can pump and dump and leave you to clean up that dump for 18 years, they're going to prefer that. So things are never even. But once again, that's El Guapo and Austin's conversation.
Yeah, I'm not making shit up. Like I don't get on YouTube and say stuff that I just woke up in the morning and just thought about it. Like that's
okay. Well, let's look at it like this. I
mean, I haven't heard him say that, but
yeah, I would say citation is needed. Before making the general assertion against passport bros.
Well, you asked for investigation, so if I give you it, now you need citation. I mean,
Austin, your investigation consisted of reading a chat room and somebody saying El Guapo did it. If you're going to make an assertion, then, you should have. I mean, I investigated. I just typed in Latin women prefer black men and nothing came up to that sort.
I mean, I just gave you a citation.
Well, you said El Guapo said something. By citation, I mean, here's what he said in this video. But okay, let's go with that. El Guapo said something. That's still not as substantive enough to say that the passport bros are saying this. This is one person who is part of the passport bro movement, I'm assuming, who made this assertion. And I would target
he's not the only person that said that. But
okay.
I mean, that was just one reference somebody brought up in the
chat. I understand.
Now, it's funny because earlier, I don't know if it was this video or another video he did. Hit that like button. I don't know if it's this video or another video he did. However, earlier he did make it a point to say that more than 50%, meaning that if a black man was to make the assertion that a certain group of women, let's just say Estonian women, love black men, then that would mean that more than 50% of the women are into black men. Okay, so by that logic, if you are to make the assertion that passport bros are saying this, then you would have to prove that more than 50% are saying this. And I know that's not the case. Okay, somebody said he expected to fall. He expected women to fall at his feet in Sao Paulo. I think every man hopes for that everywhere they go. So I really wouldn't fault him for that. Nor would I fault anybody for women not falling at my feet. You see, one of the things y'all don't see me do is complain about women not falling at my feet. Because I know a lot of people in this space, particularly black guys, say, oh, they fall at Pookie Ray. That's not me. Because, listen, you have the right to fall at whomever feet that you desire. I really don't care about that. I will call out your BS if you complain later, about the feet that you fell at or something like that. Or if you refuse to fall at any feet, but you want to receive the benefits of a footballer, like I'll bring that to the public's attention. But outside of that, it's not that big a deal. I could care less, and I respect your right to do that. He obviously didn't get his expectations met, but he does view things to a competition. I mean, I'm sure, and as he stated, women did fall at his feet. They just didn't fall at his feet when the white guy was there. Then listen, okay, just to be clear, and this goes out to all you exceptionally handsome niggas, right? If I feel that it's not in my best interest to be around you because I know that I'm not going to get results when you are around, then I just won't. Now, it's not that I don't have exceptionally handsome friends or friends that are more handsome than I am. But I never really had to tell anybody that. I was never really in that situation to where I was like, hey, dude, you're soaking up all the bitches. I never had that conversation with a friend. Like, hey, you can't kick it with me because when I'm with you, the chicks don't see me because I'm with you. It's not a competition. Like, I mean, for all I know, the only reason why the chicks are looking in this direction is because I'm standing next to you. So I don't think that hard into it. I'm not monitoring the next dude's penis. This is all right. Let me continue.
I'm saying that there isn't enough substance to the claim in order to put it on the Passport Bros.
All right, let me catch the super chat real quick. W Secrets to Success vlog with the $5 super chat says GameChanger isn't criticizing Auston Holleman, but pointing out the difference in the narrative. Shout out to W Secrets to Success vlog. All right. Opportunities.
Yeah.
You want to hop in there? Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I think that's very interesting what GameChanger is saying. It's basically how you articulate a message. Remember earlier, I said me. I wouldn't say that about other men because that's just not, I have to, from my perspective, innocent until proven guilty. So I think maybe a way of having the discussion could go something like, hey, look, let me talk to you about my experience in Brazil, blank, blank, blank. These places tend to have this blank, blank, blank. But for me, once again, this is me. I know other men in the world are different, and that's just what it is. I'm not going to.
I want to point out, if y'all reading the chat, keep in mind that a lot of the people here are Austin's people. So I was actually surprised that, how much the chat favored me in this. I didn't expect that. I'm used to being in chat situations where, I'm the object of ridicule. People hate me when going in and they favor another person, which was the case initially here. I'm actually surprised that I was able to convince a lot of people. So, because this was a full house, this was like 500 people. So I'm glad I was able to actually get my point of view to that many people. And shout out to BMT. He normally don't let people who's not cammed up on, but he took a chance with me, and he's glad that he did, I'm sure. So salute to him.
Going to bang my head up against the wall, but net to say, hey, look, GameChanger is selling you a dream and he's the liar. That's a big claim. So net or people in general of a specific movement, because I know everybody is individuals on their own, right? Some people advocate for a super traditional relationship. They've been married to the Filipino wife for 10 years. Yeah. Some guys are like, nah, I'm not getting married. I just have a long-term girlfriend. The next man is like, nah, I'm just enjoying myself. So the whole move, and guys, there's other things. You talk about visa, immigration, amenities and developed countries, the hospitals. There's so much stuff out there. It's crazy how our whole conversation is about whether these women like us or not versus all the other things. But net, we point that out and we're having a conversation about it. And I think what GameChanger is trying to say is like specific narrative. BMT, it's gone. So we have taken over his channel and we're about to go live. Get the Passport app today. You feel me? Nah. But go ahead. Y'all can continue to have the conversation. But I just thought that's what it was. Go ahead.
Even if we don't even say that they said preferred, we even the statement as much as saying that they love black men is not a true statement. And if you don't believe that, because it doesn't seem like you believe much of anything, if you don't believe that, you can just look that up, and there's many content creators that say that, oh, European women love black men. No, there's a
Okay, now he's saying content creators as opposed to Passport Bros. But nevertheless, well, actually, he said that. I mean, he didn't say love, but he did say fetishize. But notice how he had that smart ass remark. Hold on, I'll play that back.
even say that they said preferred. We even the statement as much as saying that they love black men is not a true statement.
What it was. Live conversation about it. And I think what GameChanger is trying to say is like specific narrative. BMT, it's gone. So we have taken over his channel and we're about to go live. Get the Passport app today. You feel me? Nah. But go ahead. Y'all can continue to have the conversation. But I just thought that's what it was. Go ahead.
Even if we don't even say that they said preferred, we even the statement, as much as saying that they love black men, is not a true statement. And if
Okay. He said something like "Game Changer don't believe anything."
if you don't believe that, because it doesn't seem like you believe much of anything.
Because it seemed like you don't believe much of anything. Okay, Austin, stop trying to hit people and expect them not to hit back. Stop it. It's like, oh no, I'm just critiquing. Like you're critiquing me. It's like, yeah, but if you attack first, then expect somebody to attack back.
If you don't believe that, you can just look that up, and there's many content creators that say that, oh, European women love black men. No, there's a group of women, European women that love black men. There's a group of.
Okay, just to be clear, none of this is the assertion is that Passport Bros are selling them a dream. Point blank, period. Your experience in Sao Paulo does not change the fact that that for a lot of men, for a lot of black men, this is a dream come true. Like, what happened to you in Sao Paulo would not change anything about if it's better to go other places.
Thai women that hang out at Pattaya at the pool parties that love black men. It's not the one. it's not the one that's married to. I mean,
Okay, y'all got to tell me what that pool party thing is. I was hoping somebody said in the chat room, but I don't know what he's referring. I know it's a shot at somebody by BMT's reaction and the brothers' reactions, but somebody in the chat room tell me, what is he talking about? Is this a Skylar thing? Like what? All right, give me a second.
The white guy, it's
Right,
not.
right.
There's a group. There's groups of these women.
All right, man.
For sure.
Well,
You call somebody out on that one. Shout out to Yokohama 1949 says El Guapo from Beautiful Lies. Say that one all day. Frequent Flyer says, Austin, you did say black men are the most desired. I don't have the time to look through your hundreds of your videos, but some nerd will find it. You don't delete the videos. Did you say that, Austin?
No, he would have to take the time to look through that, because I don't remember saying that. I would never say shit like that.
But let's say he did. Like, sometimes that perspective will change too. Like after traveling, like if his initial statement is people were saying this, right? And people took that and be like, dang. So why wouldn't Austin be the same person who affected with it? Now he went traveling, thought it was.
Okay, so the chat room. Okay, so Zhu Vittorio said something. It says, "What's the alternative? What is Austin's solution?" Glad you asked. Austin is the alternative. His more recent videos consist of how to ... how to get women, with choosing signals. So, like, his solution is to get a consultation from him. So, and that's why the narrative has changed a bit. Because before, getting a passport is a solution. But now he has to change that. Now he has to present a new problem so he can sell you his solution to that problem. Very good question. What's the solution? The solution is his 12-month program. That's his solution to the problem that he created. Kind of like that person that burns your house and then sells you a cup of water. It's kind of like that. That's the solution. Now, as far as this love thing goes, if a person was to go to a place and say that the women here love me in this place, that doesn't mean that they prefer you over all others. It means that they love you. For example, and I'm just going to use the word love loosely here, as it was meant in this particular context. If I was to say I love Kelly Stamps. Doesn't mean that I prefer her over a young Holly Berry. It doesn't mean that I prefer her over a now Chloe Bailey. It doesn't mean that, you know, Jenny Babas couldn't have a ride, you know, on the chocolate train. It just means that I love Kelly Stamps. Love and preferred over all others is not the same thing. A person can say they love me here and that be an accurate statement. And there isn't really much evidence of that needed other than if he is getting a sufficient amount of love there. Sorry, I'm in a hotel. They doing whatever they're doing in the background. Are those real on Jenny? Fuck no. Why you even ask some crap like that? Listen. For those of you who don't know, if you see an Asian woman with big ass titties, it's not real. That's just part of being Asian. Somebody said he wants to be a Latin American game coach.
Was true. Then afterwards, he's like, "Hey, this is far from true. It's a specific niche."
Well, the problem
And
is,
I know about the pool party, so it's damn sure that is a specific niche for sure.
What are they talking about? The pool party?
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. Like that's a true assessment. If you know, that's a very true assessment.
I wouldn't go to Sion Paragon and think all Thai girls want me. I'll be lunatic. So, Thai girls mostly don't even want their own man. So net, I would understand that.
Okay. Remember how I began this year by saying I refuse to have the not all argument? I'm not going to have this not all. I don't think anybody is saying all of anybody likes. I can't stand that. Okay, here we go.
It's a far out dream. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know,
yeah, you can.
Okay, somebody said something about Kate here. It says Kate got her cheeks clapped by Traveler City. Okay. I hope he don't care. I really do. I hope you don't give broads this much power to care if somebody clapped their cheeks after you done clapping them. I hope that's not the case.
As a black man, you can go anywhere in the world and find somebody that likes you. But the way I was being sold that you're accessible to everybody there is just not true.
Somebody sold that to you?
You can look it up. You can type in any passport bro or any of these people that's in this space, they have videos that project that message.
The projected message that they.
Okay. This is when the conversation gets really weird. Really weird. I can't stress that enough. Really weird. Hold on one second. I gotta sign back in. Give me a second. All right, I'll be there in a second. Let me just all right, cool. Everything cool. All right. This is when the conversation gets really weird because he's saying that the passport bros are telling guys that they can get any women. So he went from like a slightly outlandish statement, and that is that we're preferred over all others, to a ridiculously outlandish statement. You see, before I'm like, listen, my whole message was think before you make broad accusations about a group of people. And then he capped it off by making a broader accusation about the same group of people. Listen at this again.
they could have any woman that they want in Brazil. So they could go up to the
you're accessible to everybody. There is just not true.
somebody.
He's just like, according to him, passport bros are saying that you have access to all the women when you go to Brazil, which is unheard of. That is unheard of, that a person has access to all the women anywhere. That is ridiculous. That I have, wow. That was just like a completely baseless accusation that was just thrown out, for no, man. All right, let me read some of the chats. Let's see. Yeah, not all women. Yeah, exactly. So how are you going to have access to women who aren't into men? I mean, because like you would have access to like people's wives and stuff like that. Like, what is this even? Jesus. You would have to have access to like Ms. Brazil, Ms. Colombia. Who talks like that? So listen to my response.
Somebody sold that to you?
You can look it up. You can type in any passport bro, any of these people that's in this space, they have videos that project that message.
The projected message that they could have any woman that they want in Brazil. So they could go up to the president's daughter and say, give me some.
Listen to this shit.
Well, I mean, because that's how you describe the situation.
Can you approach Barack Obama's daughter with that shit? I mean, come
No,
on.
exactly. But, I mean, I'm asking you.
You can use extreme examples, but you can't be that.
No. You made the extreme.
The president's daughter.
Okay. He brought up the extreme example of somebody saying of passport bros. He made the extraordinary claim that passport bros are saying that you can sleep with any woman you want when you go into these countries. And I call complete bullshit on that. I was like, whoa. So you're saying that they're claiming that you can just walk up and to the president's daughter and like, fuck me. Like, what the hell? That's what you're claiming, that passport bros are claiming. It gets worse. People, it gets worse. I'm going to say this to go, but hold on.
I mean, come
no,
on.
exactly.
But,
I mean, I'm asking you.
You can use extreme examples, but you can't be that.
No. You made the extreme.
The president's
example.
daughter more than likely has their version of the Secret Service.
Austin,
right?
you made the extreme example when you accuse them of saying that they can that you can have anyone, and then you are proving by counter example that no, you can't have anyone because
no, I said I could. I could. Me and you are not the same.
Okay. That is wild. That is wild. Somebody says he's on the spectrum. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Here's why I don't know. And this isn't an insult to Austin. This is, I don't know because I don't understand the spectrum. My understanding of retarded is incapable of becoming a fully functioning adult. That is my understanding of retarded. There's different levels within it. However, very few of them become fully functional adults. And the few that do are under exceptional circumstances, like Forrest Gump, for example. Ooh, I know it's a fictitious character, but still. I do know that now it's been reclassified and the spectrum does include people who can be completely functioning adults, even high functioning adults. So I don't know who's on it and who's not, because I haven't really read into it, to be perfectly honest, and I'm not saying he is or he isn't. I'm just saying I don't understand it. If you're versed in such studies and you see signs and that's your assertion. I'm I'm not against it. You know, it's if it is, it's something he can't help. So I wouldn't even hold that against him. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. But let's see. All right. This kind of generalization is the same line of thinking that got him ran out of Brazil. Oh man, it's funny because he's still talking shit. It's funny because he's still talking shit. You got ran out of a country for making generalized, statements about its citizens, and then you go back to the same country and continue to make generalized statement about those citizens. Trust me, I do it. I do it. Everybody that know me and know me well know that I think that Mississippi people are a bunch of dirt eaters. And if I get ran out of Mississippi, which I won't because I'm not going to ever get ran into Mississippi, but if I ever get ran out of Mississippi, I'm picturing like a bunch of Mississippi people throwing dirt at me as they run me out. As they run me out of Mississippi. Hey, it's no hate. It's no hate. Y'all can talk crap about California, too liberal, too rainbow. Y'all can talk crap all day. I'm gonna talk crap. I heard about the dirt eating thing. I gotta talk crap about it. But anyway, if I get ran out of Mississippi, and then I go back, and then I just make another claim, oh yeah, and by the way, they married a cousin too. like what do you expect? Like I just justify why these people don't like me. Yeah, exactly. He's not just making wild he's making like large videos. Like he put his whole channel in a whole different direction to focus on this. So yeah, he really wants to push this narrative for the reasons that I explained. But now he's pushing another narrative, and that narrative is that passport bros are claiming that they can sleep with any woman that they want to when they travel. And this is where it gets really weird. I'm not saying spectrum, but I'm saying it's really weird. Now he's saying that he can sleep with any woman that he wants to in his travels. Listen at this closely, because this is when it gets really weird. Hold on.
Have anyone. And then
the president's daughter more than likely has their version of the Secret Service,
Auston,
right?
you made the extreme example when you accuse them of saying that they can that you can have anyone. And then you are proving by counter example that, oh no, you can't have anyone because
No,
actually, let me put the captions on this because this goes by really quick. Okay.
I could.
He just said he could. I was so shocked that I didn't even hear it. I was like, I hope that he said couldn't. So you're going to see this when this comes up. But he just said he could. See, right here, the captions covered it. I could. Whoa. You just made the assertion that you can go to this particular city somewhere and sleep with any woman you want to. That 100% of the female population is sexually available to you in this city. That is, I was going to say the R word, but since he was accused of being on the spectrum, I'm going to say that's bonkers. That's bonkers. That's nuts. So after shaming the passport bros for making that assumption, and you didn't prove that they made that assumption about themselves, you're saying that that's true for you. Wow. Wow, that is insane. That is I'll probably cut this part and make a separate video about that. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I have to go because I'm buffering, but that is wild. That is wild AF. Like, I would not. So, in addition, there is so much to unpack with that. In addition to saying, passport bros say that, which is a false accusation, but let's go with it. He's saying passport bros are saying that they can go to any country and sleep with any woman. And then I say, really? Even the president's daughter? Well, no, you can't sleep with the president's daughter. But I can go to this particular place and sleep with any woman I want to. I was like, so does that include like the mayor's daughter? That is a wild accusation. Exactly. I mean, trust me, there's so much to unpack. And then he says, but he just negated what he said exactly, because apparently, you can't sleep with any woman when there's a white boy around. It is wild. That was like, whoa. And okay, a lot of them is because he did lose this exchange. I think that some of it may be like grasping at straws, kind of like when you're a fish out of water and you're just flopping around, hoping to find some water to breathe. Some of it is like that. Or if you are a human in water and you're just waving your hands because you don't know how to swim and, but you're drowning. Like, some of it is just that. Now he's just flailing. Is what he's doing. That was wild. So after accusing the passport bros of selling a dream, he's selling a dream. This is wild AF. Okay. I could. Me and you are not the same. And once again, this goes back to what I was saying. He thinks that people think like him. That people have the same thought patterns as him. He thinks that I am supposed to give a shit. First of all, let's just take his assertion for face value. And he has some love potion number 9 that don't work in Dallas or anywhere else in the union, but it works in this particular city in the world. That won't work for me because I don't have this love potion number 9. I still wouldn't give a shit. Just like I explained earlier, I do not care if somebody in the world can have sex with any woman in any in this particular city that they want. I don't care. But he thought that was like the ultimate shot at me. Like, oh, I could, but you can't because I'm Auston. Like, holy shit. Holy shit. He just made the assertion. People, listen and listen to me good. He just made the assertion that he can sleep with any woman in this particular city that he wants to. And he wonders why he gets run the fuck out of places. Holy crap. Holy crap. You wonder why? You wonder why you get run up out of places? It's crap like that. That is the equivalent. And I don't know if they have these. I don't know if they have these, right? But I was making a joke about this one Christmas. We was watching um what's the white version of The Wiz with Dorothy and the lion and the scarecrow? It's like The Wiz, but it got white people in it. Somebody tell me in the chat room what's the name of that movie or play. But we was watching that, and it had little people in it. And I was joking, like, thank you, The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz. So the white version of The Wiz is The Wizard of Oz. So I'm watching that, and it had the Munchkins in it, and they had their little village and shit, right? And somebody said that they have like a convention of midgets. And I was like, man, I would love to go to a midget convention to help my self-esteem, right? I'm joking, right? I'm joking, but by the way, I'm 6'0". But I picture myself in a midget convention, just walking and towering over everybody. Now, I want y'all to picture, unless you're a midget, I want y'all to actually picture yourself in a midget convention. And I want y'all to picture yourself saying, I could sleep with any woman here. I'm tall, y'all midgets. I can pretty much fuck any bitch here. That is how that is, holy crap. That is what you sound like. Do you know how quick you would be run out of Midget City or wherever you, what is that? The Shire? Do you know how quick you would get ran out of the Shire for saying some crap like that? That is what you just said. And you wonder why you get ran up out of places. You would get jumped by midget. How many midgets do it take to jump a regular person? Put in the chat room. How many midgets do it take to whoop Auston Holleman's ass? Answer the question. Put the number in the chat room. Wow. The Munchkin used to be pygmies. Isn't that a tribe or something? Somebody said 10. Somebody said 4. So like one of them like jump on his back and like, so like one for each limb. Somebody said it depends on the midgets. 11 and a half. Wait, what is that? Like 5.5, 11/2. What is that? But yeah, you don't just go to places and say I could fuck any bitch here, but you can't. What the fuck? You thought I was gonna take that like, oh no, because I'm not the man that Austin is. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? All right. Then one for gut punches. Y'all trip. All right, let me continue. Okay. He said, I said that I could. So after making the, just to be clear, this man just said that in Brazil, he could fuck the president's daughter. If you ever wonder why he gets kicked out of countries, is because you just said some crap like that. This was unfreaking believable. Okay, once again, I wasn't being flip or anything. I was genuinely confused. Because I didn't know that somebody could be so dense that they would say something like that. That was insane. See, he thought that I had seen one of his videos where he actually said that he could sleep with any woman he wanted in San or in wherever he was. That is insane. And it's even more insane that he was just complaining about how they were treating him. So you can't sleep with that waitress that ignored you. But you just said it's wow. It is insane. This was an insane thing. Like, even if he's talking about a different city, if that waitress moves to that city, then your assertion is false. And so what y'all gonna hear me is like, wait a minute, because I'm trying to get clarity, because I could not believe that somebody would say something like that. I could not believe it. I don't know if he said could or couldn't at the time. I'm like, either way, it's bad, but this was just ridiculous. Oh crap, man! Y'all didn't tell me that I didn't have the present on. Okay, so hold on 1 second. All right, let me go back a little bit.
Oh, you're saying you could have the present started?
I said I could. You talking about when I said I was in Salvador and I could pick whoever I wanted? That's me.
I'm confused.
I'm confused
Can you
as well.
or can you not have any woman in Salvador that you want?
I just said that.
I don't know what you. I'm confused. That's what I said. Are you asserting that in Salvador you can have any woman you want?
Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, hold on, guys. You trying to get Austin caught up. All right, Jet Black, what you got to say about this, man?
BMT is like Mother Teresa's brother. Let's just call him Brother Teresa. Because he saved Austin from getting kicked out of Salvador. Y'all see what he just did? He's seeing what was coming. Because he's seen that if Austin had repeated such a ridiculous statement, he would get kicked out of the one city on earth where he could sleep with any woman he want to. Like, I'm like, whoa. I'm like, wait a minute. Let me just make sure I'm clear that you said this. I'm going to give you a second chance to say this. You have an opportunity to recant your statement. He wasn't going to do it. BMT saved his whatever, his brand, his image. He saved his right to visit Salvador. I'm assuming Salvador is in Brazil. Somebody said they're going to tell you to cam up. Yeah, that's what people do. I mean, that's what they do. It's a disadvantage in this YouTube thing to not be cammed up. But it's an advantage in life to not be cammed up. My life doesn't end when the stream ends. And when it does, when the stream ends and my life turns on, I'm accountable for everything I said and did on YouTube if my face was on it. That's why my face will never be on this crap. Just in case I accidentally say something stupid, like I can fuck any chick in Salvador that I want to.
All right, how's it going, BMT and Austin and GameChanger? Y'all doing okay?
Yeah, yes, sir. We're doing good, man. What you got to say?
All right. And is my voice coming through clearly?
Loud and clear, brother. Loud and clear.
Okay. All right. Formerly Black Mind, for those who are wondering who the Jet Black, but and also shouts out to Obstacles to Opportunities. I admit I'm tuning into this rather late. I'm on vacation now. I'm in the States visiting family. So I'm not spending nearly as much time online as I normally would, but I happen to be looking at changing my fly out date. When I saw this come up on my notices, I tuned in while I fired the laptop up. I'm going to be trying to change dates in a little travel dates in a bit, but I heard this and I thought, wait a minute, this isn't actually GameChanger's fault nor Austin's fault, as far as I can remember. I'm confessing right here that I'm the one that said that we are preferred or desired. I was talking in the context of specific parts of the world, namely Southeast Asia, tropical Asia. But I was talking about how we are the ones that are looked at when they're looking at their preference, or when they're looking for their preference, and when they're looking to fleece somebody or looking for the green card. If they're looking for that, normally they'd rather just fleece someone. Then that's when they go checking for zaddy. And I was saying that because I had experienced this when I was living or in the first city I ever lived in Saudi, and I had white colleagues, zaddies that were they were boyfriends or husbands to women from Korea or Thailand or the Philippines. And
Okay, I'm about to end it. I remember there was a point that comes after this. Okay, so this somebody here, Cameroon Queen, or what's that? Cameron Queen, something. Game changer, turn your camera on, nerd. And this person just keeps repeating that. It's very weird. That's a very weird thing to do. Or to say, like, over and over again. But I guess, okay.
it was pretty much about the money for these women. And they complained about how they were just money bags to these women. And there were brothers that were married, usually Filipinos or usually Filipinos, but they were married or just boyfriends, usually married. And they were like, man, I'm so happy I'm being treated well. And the other thing too that made me say this was that one of my Saudi colleagues at my night job for a little while in 2019 said he married a lady from the Philippines. He's not black as far as we know, as far as he knows. But he was saying too that when he met her family in the Philippines, they informed him and her that they had bought for him and her a condominium in Manila. And he could co-own that with his wife. He can't own, as you know, he can't own land or the home, but he was allowed to co-own a condo. And that when he and she went to the condo, they saw all these other couples, and he said, I saw that the Filipinas were with mostly African American and African men, and these men were smiling from ear to ear. I knew that they were happy, but I wondered I wondered what if this is her preference. So that was when I realized, okay, yeah. And I was talking in the context of Southeast Asia. I'm the one that said it. I'll take the heat. Y'all don't have to take digs and stabs at each other. I was the one that started talking about that, as far as I know.
No, because he's talking about Sao Paulo, not Southeast Asia. And I don't even know if you're a passport bro, but yeah.
But it was a specific context. So before y'all clash, y'all can put this on me.
Okay, cool. Let me catch super chat real quick by Afro National super chat. Afro National, Black Mind Tax, support Black Men Media, hashtag BMT. All right, I want to welcome Mike's opinion to the show, and we are here heavy, man. 500 in the chat, man. That might be a record, bro. 500. Shout out to everybody on the panel and shout out to everybody on the chat. You want to go ahead and go, Mike's opinion?
Yeah, I'll just say this. So, like, pretty much, you know, I'm a relatively relative, like when it comes to being an old head, and I've also been doing this for many. Like, for example, when it comes to like getting married, for example, like I mean, there's a lot of societal pressures that, like, you know, the black man has to. I mean, who can deny that, right? But I mean, that is true. I mean, like, you know, I'm a relative old head, so I'm blah blah blah. And at the most, I look at
this.
What's up, everybody? Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so I don't think that.
Okay, I want to get.
Okay, I don't think that there's any more to cover there. So yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's what happened. If y'all want, y'all can check it out on BMT's channel yesterday. Just look at the part that I came in, or watch the whole thing if you like. But that was my interaction with Austin. Very strange. It ended on a completely ridiculous note, and I don't really know what to say after that. Like, once again, the interaction wasn't for him. It was for the audience. The audience definitely got it. He didn't, because his end result was, I can get more pussy than you for free, which is the exact opposite of the message that I was trying to convey. In a particular city of his choosing in the world, apparently, he's more adept in that, and quite frankly, he might that might be true, especially considering that he speaks their language and I don't. Don't give a shit. Really don't. If I enjoy myself there, I'm not going to enjoy it less if you get more ass than me or more attention or something like that. So very eye-opening. I'll read some comments before I head out, and then I'm gone. So let me give y'all some time to do that. Salute Zone. Let's see what's on to say. I always thought DMW, I don't know what that is, was someone else unless there's two BMTs. Yeah, there is. There's the BMT, who, in my opinion, is probably like the third ugliest nigga alive. And then there's Black Man Travels, whose show I was just on. But yeah, there is a couple of people who go by the name BMT. Because it mirrors their behavior. That's why they don't like it. Austin is always snippy. He oftentimes sarcastic and microaggressive. Women don't like that. Okay. There's a lot that women aren't going to like. A lot of behaviors that he exhibit that women don't like. But the first and foremost, and it's not that they don't like it, it's just that women are manipulative, and you're making it glaring that they have an opportunity to manipulate you. And that is that if you overvalue their validation. Because what happens then is that the power dynamic has completely shifted. And I talked about that before. Once you make it clear that their validation means everything to you, then you can never rightly have power over a woman in any aspect of life. They always have power and control over you because they have something that you want. It costs them nothing. It costs them nothing to give you a pat on the head. But the fact that you seek it is a form of control that they will leverage over you. And women are naturally prone to use this type of control. Why are they naturally prone to use this type of control? Because that's what mothers do to kids. Mothers use the, oh, you're a good boy, pat on the head thing. And if a kid values that, then he's constantly enslaved himself to his mother's validation. He or she. Be a good boy and help me with these groceries. Now, and which is okay for children. But it does mean that she sees you as a child, which is why waitresses are treating you as one. It's because even though in the power dynamic between waitress and customer, the customer is the one in power. This is the person that gives the tip. The waitress sees you, because a lot of Black men, are of this mindset, and sees a person and sees herself higher in the power dynamic. And that's why they treat you like a servant. And that's why you acted like one. When you didn't exert your authority over her, you probably tipped her just the same, hoping to get her validation after, like, oh yeah, once she sees this 35% tip, then she's going to, she's going to prefer the black man over the white man. Nigga, please. She treated the white man different because she know that she has to validate herself to him. And she treated you different because she knows that you have to validate yourself to her. But anyway, I already talked about that. Let me see. Somebody said he's a very confused young man. I don't doubt it. Sex symbol. Who's a sex? What are you talking about? Austin and okay. Listen. You're not a sex symbol if you have to travel places to be sexy. Yeah. Okay. Because we have this 80-20 rule here in the US that really don't exist to the same extent anywhere else in the world. The 80-20 rule, quite frankly, means that this is a very beneficial place for the guys who are in the top 20%. Like that guy who put his picture up and said, I'm homeless. He basically put his picture up with a will work for food sign, and like 1,000 women responded. See, that's in America. It would be very difficult for a handsome man to say, I'm homeless, take me in Colombia. They have their own problems. Women don't have it like that. So that is a uniquely Western thing. If you are a guy who's looking to get over on your looks, then the West is the place to be. That's why it's Western women that go to Africa to get some BBC. That's why it's American women that go to Jamaica to get some BBC. Like, this is the place to be if you are, too sexy for my shirt, too sexy for my shirt. So, yeah, if you are that person, then this is the place for you. This isn't the place for him because he's not that person. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're a gigolo, then this is where you go. If you're a gigano, then apparently you go to Kenya. Yeah, exactly. I mean, to go to developing countries hoping to find physical validation is retarded. That is retarded. This is the land of physical validation. What the fuck? This is the land of physical validation. It is. But, I guess we're all chasing different dreams, I guess. But yeah, if you want to be in a place where you could stand next to a white guy and a woman would give the most attention to the more handsome person, and I'm assuming he believes he's more handsome than the white guys he was with. I don't know. I didn't see the picture. But this is the place for that. Point blank, period. They prefer a man with money and stable look, and is stable. Looks is last. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that would be a priority. Which is why they were probably looking at the white guy, because they have a reputation for having money and being stable. where black guys have a reputation of trying to get women to see. Oh, damn, Austin. And this is why it's a turnoff to women, especially women in developing countries. It's because your seduction technique is the same as theirs. I'm going to repeat that. Your seduction technique is the same as theirs. I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all exactly what I mean by that. Hold on. Hit the like button. All right, give me a second. I didn't expect to pick this up. All right, let me see if I can find it. Maybe he took it down. He takes a lot of stuff down. Oh, no. Nope, he didn't. I was hoping for his sake he took it down, but he didn't. All right, so hit the like button. Let me bring this up. Nope. No. Oh crap, where's my bad. When I don't have multiple screens, I just am all over the place, but all right, here we go. Okay. All right, so hit that like button. Share screen. Nope. Here we go. All right, so all passport bros post a pic of you in shape. I'll wait. Jesus. Ah. The cringe. The cringe. The cringe. Yeah, this was 2 days ago. Okay. Now, here's what I mean when I say the seduction technique is the same as women's. All right, let me stop screen share on that. Let me stop the screen share on that and let me present something else. It's the same thing. So now you have some understanding of why techniques like that don't really work on the women that you wanted to work on. It's because you're using their technique. Your mating strategy mirrors theirs. It doesn't complement theirs. It's like playing rock, paper, scissors with the mirror, wondering why you are always tying. Your technique is the exact same as theirs, and you are just in the mirror like rock, paper, scissors, tie, rock, paper, scissors, because you are playing in a mirror. The only way this will work for either party, the only way stuff like this works is if they are using it to get to their physical inferior. The women on the video that I just showed you, that's for guys who are less attractive than they are, who are less handsome than they are pretty, which works. You know, that's a king of the hill guy. That works. And you with your shirt off will get you any woman who is less pretty than you are handsome. In America. That shit don't work in Brazil. That shit. Oh, damn. Damn. And then you go to a poorer country trying to get validations for your looks. This is insane. This is insane. Somebody says some old head probably commented on that picture. Roar Young Lion. I don't know. I didn't look at the comments. I seen that and I cringed too much to even like go into the comments. I really did, because that I was like, oh my God, this dude is really so cheesy that. And then it was a challenge. No other adult plays these games with other men. Nobody, like, who does that? Who gets together with another grown man and just like, let's have an off shirt contest. Like, yeah, look at my pecs. It's like, yeah, but look at these pecs. Yeah, but look at these abs though. Yeah, but look at my abs. Like, who in the holy crap? Holy crap. And he's mad because he lost the competition to a white dude who wasn't competing. Well, he's going around like, yeah, look at my abs. Look at my abs. Yeah, but look at my hair. Yeah, but look at my hair. Look at this mustache. Like, while he's doing that, the white boys is just like, bitch, look at my wallet. Yes, Zaddy. Look at the perception of what you imagine being in my wallet. Ooh, yes, Zaddy. Look at my security. Ooh, yes, Zaddy. Look at my perception of security. Ooh, yes, Zaddy. Bitch, you know I might marry you and take care of you and your family for the rest of my life. Oh, yes, Zaddy. And you like, yeah, look at my abs. Yeah, my brother got abs like that, and you kind of remind me of him, so bye. Like, what the fuck? Why do you think that these women are treating you like that? Fucking imbecile. All right, let me see. Because since I'm on his community tab, let me see. Go somewhere where you're considered a catch. Okay. Very similar message to the Passport Bros, if not the same message. The reason why I'm giving contrary experiences in these countries is because I'm actually walking and around talking to strangers and actually interacting with people other than expats. Yeah, I think a lot of Passport Bros do. I didn't get that experience when you were busy paying for sex. What the hell? Let's say you don't get that experience when. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. Let me bring this up. Got to share this with y'all. Okay, so two things I want to share with y'all. Crystalline Carrison had liposuction, and Auston Holleman paid for sex. If y'all take away two things from my channel, I want y'all to take those two things away. Crystalline Kerosene had liposuction. Auston Holleman paid for sex. You don't get that experience when you're busy paying for sex and waiting on your homeboy to introduce you to women. Okay. That's why I learn more than dudes that's been living in these spaces. You're talking about your audience, the people who basically fund your lifestyle is who you're talking crap about right now. That's also who you are telling to take their shirt off. But hey, you're a genius. That's why your hair is so cut. All right. It says, of course, we don't have the same outcomes. Yeah, you don't have the same outcome as the white boys, apparently. All right. Go somewhere where you're considered the catch. I don't get it. Like you have one post here that's like, you are the shit and you don't have to pay for sex. The next one is go somewhere where you're the catch. You're not just being the shit. You're just going to places that considers you the shit. The best place on earth for Black men is Africa. I'm going back to Nairobi, where I belong, after Turkey. Okay. My audience isn't good at identifying sarcasm, no matter how much I exaggerate. Okay, here's the thing about that. And this goes into your facial expressions don't really match what you're saying a lot of the times. Because I can convey sarcasm with tonal influxes on my voice. In addition to not having that ability, if y'all were to see me, y'all would also be able to more clearly see when I'm being sarcastic. People can see you and hear you. If they don't know that you're being sarcastic, it's because your facial expressions don't really match what you're saying and doing. Which is something, I'm not the first person to make that observation. All right, let's see. Then I say somewhere long enough, now I'm spreading negativity. People really want to be sold a dream. Oh, okay. I guess. Wait a minute. Let me not just gloss over that. People really want to be sold a dream. The post before that. Oh, the post before that. My bad. The best place on earth for Black men is Africa. I'm going back to Nairobi, where I belong, after Turkey. People really want to be sold a dream. Auston, you are selling the same fucking dream. Same dream, different continent. Same dream, different continent. Same dream, different continent. Okay. People really want to be sold a dream. The best place on earth for Black men is Africa. I'm going back to Nairobi, where I belong, after Turkey. I'm going to admit it. You guys are boosting my publicity. Hey, great for you. By reacting to thumbnails and titles. Oh, I reacted to the whole damn thing rather than actually watching the damn video. No, I reacted to the whole video. Maybe I should become a freelancer, not like Thailand, but on Upwork and sell my services for other content creators. Okay. I guess if they want to. I smoked 3 cigars today because I'm bored, because the Spanish women aren't dropping. Now this one is interesting. I smoked 3 cigars today. One day, Auston, you'll be able to smoke 4. And then I will really applaud you. You go, boy. Like, I smoked 3 cigars. I smoked 3 cigars today because I'm bored. Because the Spanish women aren't dropping at my feet from my American citizenship. But didn't you just say that in a certain Spanish place that you can sleep with any woman you want to? I'm confused. But it makes sense when you don't think about it. Okay, a picture of him somewhere. Okay. People that don't need to be around will weed themselves out in due time. Okay. Red pill content creators. Okay, so I've seen this one before. And this goes back into what we was talking about, the whole thing. This is him making a broad accusation about red pill content creators. This is in writing. This is in writing. So he can't just back out and say something. This is him making a general statement about red pill content creators. I'm looking for a wife. Here's the requirements. Must be a virgin, no tattoos, no foul language, must come from a 2-parent household, must be jobless, must be willing to let me have 40 side chicks, must be submissive, can't have any kids, must be 18, must be done with her part phase by 15 years old. I don't know what the last one is. Maybe y'all can help me with that. Must be done with her part phase. What's a part phase? By 15 years old. Where should I start looking for this person? I don't know if any red pill content creators said this. If they did, I'm pretty sure it is, for one, you would have to cite that person, not just the plurality of red pill content creators. But even if a person was to do that, I think that some context is needed, because I do feel that that if I were to say something like that, let's put it like this. If I were to say something like that, I would say that as sarcasm, kind of like drizzle is sarcasm. I would say that, like, after reading a woman's list of ridiculous requirements, I would counter with a ridiculous list of my own. Just saying. I'm about to smoke a cigar tonight. Okay, are y'all clapping too? Let me see if y'all got some clapping emojis going on. Let me see. Oh, party phase. Okay, done by party phase. Okay. 304 phase. Okay, got it. How come y'all not putting any clapping emojis on? Aren't y'all happy? Aren't y'all happy that he's smoking a cigar tonight? Thank you. Thank you, Snazzy. The man's smoking cigars. I'm smoking a cigar tonight. Can you guys do a live stream gossip about that? Okay, I guess you think that we're gossiping on you, but isn't it you that... It's funny that he's provoking people. He's making provocative statements, and then he's complaining that people are provoked. All right, I think I'm going to Madrid in the morning. This entire Euro trip will be on in real life. Plan it easier on me. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. He told people to pull up, but then hid what happened after they pulled up. Oh my God, this dude in his shirt off. Seems like people are interested in Lisbon. I hope that he's not walking up to people with his shirt off with a vacant expression, asking them for an interview. Okay, any content creators have a problem with what I said about women not wanting you? What? You said that the women didn't want you. You. And then you said that you could sleep with one of them that you wanted. I am completely confused now. All right, reach out to me directly and we can discuss your contradictions. Oh, okay. Well, we already had that discussion. All of you already have my direct line of contact. I actually don't, but fortunately, I was able to contact you through other means. All right. I want to apologize to my audience for misleading you guys. There was never any colorism in Latin America because the slave ships sailed around South America and went to Asia. They didn't actually land in Latin America. That is all a myth. Well, nobody's really questioning if colorism exists in Latin America. People who critique you aren't critiquing the existence of colorism. They're critiquing your reaction to it and how you're weaponizing this against passport bros for whatever reason. There was no integration after the imagination slaves were freed. Do you mean imaginary? There is no racial hierarchy in Latin America. Okay, so very good that he's bringing this up. Very good that he's bringing this up because one of his counter arguments was he's not talking about all of Latin America. One of his counter arguments was he was talking about Sao Paulo or his experience in this one area of Latin America. But now he is talking about Latin America. Notice that? Once again, it would be the equivalent to a foreigner going into Chickasaw County, Mississippi, and saying that this place is racist or America is racist because of your experience in Chickasaw County, Mississippi. That is the type of crap you are doing. And now you can't say, and you'll probably take us down, but now you can't say, no, I wasn't talking about all of Latin America. Well, Latin America. Okay, I'm not going to read that. If I'm going to continue on this race debate, I'm going to have to really stop reading the comments. I can't believe how dumb 50% of you are. Well, they're twice. Okay, I'm not going to say that. Con artist, a person who cheats or tricks others by persuading them to believe something that is not true. Oh, surprised I didn't just say Austin. Invited me to these chicks club. He greeted them and they shook his hand and said their names. He introduced me and they generally just looked at me and didn't reach for my hand. What they did, the way they did his. Holy crap. Holy crap. The way they did his. I'm wondering if, did she dig in her nose and then put her hand out? Yeah, when you reach for his hand, your fingers was open and your thumb was up. But when you reach for my hand, your fingers was open and your thumb was down because I'm black. Literally, I was like his butler. This shit is crazy. Okay. All right. So, on average, white guys get the baddest chicks in Latin America. Why are you looking at these dudes' dick? Also has nothing to do with black man standards. Okay. All right. I'm done with this. All right. So, anyway, oh, crap. Where am I? Okay. So anyway, let me thank all of you for participating. Make sure y'all hit that like button, and thanks Cash App. Appreciate you. This is GameChanger 00100. Game over. Peace.